So the disappearance of biodiversity when it comes to climate disasters means absolute annihilation. The disappearance of biodiversity in our fields and our farms means the disappearance of nutrition. And as you know, every second Indian child is today so severely malnourished that they're stunted and wasted. But even the children who are not poor, in Delhi, we've been keeping track because we have a good food program with schools. It was 7% obesity in 95. It jumped to 14% in 2005. And by 2010, it was 25%. These are figures from AIMS and other groups that actually go to schools and monitor obesity. Obesity means adult onset diabetes. It means hypertension. It means you can't run around and play. And you know, I travel constantly between Dehradun and Delhi. And when I do the journey by train, it breaks my heart to see mothers push packages of chips on their children, as if they're really into a new world. I was telling my colleague Neha, when I was coming on the flight yesterday, Jet has this thing on Kotak Mahindra Ka investment in children. And there's a little girl, but behind the girl are 4 symbols. French fries from McDonald's, hamburgers from McDonald's, soda from McDonald's, and pizza. As if that has become our national consciousness and our national identity. At a time where the United Nations is telling us 2 billion people are suffering from diseases related to bad eating, and 1 billion people aren't getting adequate food. Now, I was mentioning all these wonderful things we've grown and saved through Navdanya, because Navdanya first saved seeds. And look at the tremendous diversity we've had. We used to have 200,000 rice varieties, largely evolved in the Chhattisgarh, Orissa area, the Oryza sativa, Indian, wild grass. And look at the amazing things they created. Part of our farm is a lovely mango orchard, 9 varieties of mangoes. We used to have 1,500 in this country. Talk about bananas. 1,500 in the old times. Today, even today, 250 being cultivated in different parts of the country. So if you look at a simple farm up in our area in Uttarakhand, let me just run through what a typical farm would have. It would have mandua, which is ragi in the south. It would have jangora, which is called samaka chawal that people eat in the fasting. It would have gehet, this dal that has disappeared. And it's fascinating, when I started seed saving and started Navdanya, I would take my parents' books and go to the village and say, ye hai, ye hai, ye hai. And then come back. And then I was trying to make these registers. And every time I had to do the dals, gehet is horse gram, chana is chickpea, arar is pigeon pea, avre is cowpea, and I realized the poor British never knew what to do with the dals. So they used them as animal feed. And so all the names of the dal are animal names. In English literature, you have the scientific name, but the English name is always this animal thing. So gehet is wonderful, nutritious. Bhat is an indigenous soya, a totally different species from the soya that's cultivated globally.